Why, hello there, y'all. Ugh. It seems like I'm going to bed real late almost every single night. Today's 10:30. I gotta be up by 5:45. Don't know what I'm doing. Doing it a vlog. I think I'm just doing it just to get in the habit of doing it and to keep practicing on my speech and getting better at it, and then also helping me formulate ideas. And that's why I create this habit to do it, even depriving myself a little bit of sleep. It's just a job, so it is what it is. And when April 2nd comes around, I think I'll have a lot more time on my hands. Maybe not privacy per se, but we're gonna have to figure it out from there. So, one thing I wanted to talk about today is romantic love. Because for me in my life right now, that's where I'm at, is the dating aspect. Well, maybe not dating because I'm going to be leaving in April, so dating's not necessarily something I want to partake in right now. It's more of exploring myself and women to see what kind of person I'd want to date in the future, and also have fun. I'm not gonna hide that, we're all sexual beings, and I like to have fun here and there. So it's, yeah, there's that too. But on the practical and the values aspect, because we're not gonna be talking about my sex life here. For the that romantic love, I wanted just to wrap my head around it, think about it a little bit more, and try to dissect it. Because Mark Manson talked about what you want in a relationship, a romantic relationship, is that uh, two things: the compatibility and chemistry. So, chemistry is just your ability to talk with them, to kind of bullcrap with them, how it's just almost effortless, and also just how everything they do is kind of cute, and that what we think of what teenagers think of romantic love as, that is kind of chemistry. Of course, you want that in your relationships because it keeps it vibrant and energetic, and also it makes the sex great. You don't want to have someone that you just don't have a lot of chemistry with. It doesn't make life fun. But on the flip side of that, too, he talks about compatibility. And compatibility is aligning your values with theirs. And of course, it doesn't have to be 100%. It can be 70 to 80% and of your values aligning. But if your all's values and perspective on life and also your livelihoods aren't, oh, almost jerked my tea bag out of here. If they don't align, then your relationship isn't going to last long term, because once the passion runs out, well, not when there's lulls in the passion, you all have to fall back on also that fall back on your values, but also it's going to be the basis of your relationship, as the foundation of your long-term relationship, of your marriage. It goes into how you want to raise your kids as well. How do you want to interact with people? How do you want to spend time? So for me, and so for me, my big values are, well, that I want others to have as well. So authenticity. I want you to be a real person, your real self all the time around people. I don't want any hiding. I don't want any mask. is none of this passive aggressive stuff. You say what you want to say. Even if you're angry, be angry. You know, oh, if you're or shy, it's okay. Hey, be shy. Be open about it. Talk about it. Communicate. Be authentic. So that for me is a big one. Someone who also is adventurous and loves to explore. That's a big part of my life, is exploration, and not even just in the physical realm, but in multiple different realms. This thinking about ideas and postulating and exploring and what the brain can offer, and also exploring intellectual conversations too. So I think I would like someone who is also an explorer, but also intelligent enough to explore with me different ideas, and also just different also physical aspects, explore different places, explore different people, cultures, or aspects, and of the like. I don't think they necessarily need to read philosophy or anything like that. No, I'm not really my. It's more of me. That's what I value. So, two of the big things is authenticity, exploration, and I think another big one is they have to have some love of nature. It doesn't necessarily need to be a we're gonna go backpacking and camping for 10 months or 10 days out in the wilderness. No, it can be simply we go on hikes. We do hikes together. That's it. And that's fine with me too. But I really do think I need someone who, or I want someone who values nature, loves nature as much as I do. Because nature really has just being outside and reconnecting with, I guess, my primal self has given me so much love. I have cultivated so much love for it, and joy and happiness. I would say happiness, but also gratitude and joy from it as well. So nature exploration, uh, nature exploration, and authenticity. I think another big one would be the willingness to grow. If we don't have if we're unable to grow and learn from our mistakes, then, and me too, right? I learn from our mistakes, then the relationship isn't going to grow. It's going to become stagnant and stale, and we're not going to go nowhere. So that's what Mark Manson talks about, is that chemistry and compatibility. So compatibility being your values, what you value in life, and chemistry being that passion you feel with someone else. And one more thing on the compatibility. I know I'm rambling on about the compatibility, but I think it's important. For compatibility is also like how you want to raise your children, how you see the world. You don't necessarily need to see it in the same, but you can, like going back to the conversation and communication and intellectual communication, you need to be able to talk to each other and understand and communicate with each other. And if you don't value openness and curiosity, openness and that willingness to change, then it's really hard to grow a relationship with you or with me, with all of us, right? Now let's go into more romantic relationship stuff. So I believe in those two things. I believe sexual attraction, right? That can go into chemistry, but I like to put in a different category because you can be sexually attracted to them, but not have chemistry at all. I've found that with Hooters girls. Yeah, very sexually attractive, not much chemistry going on there. Not doesn't doesn't resonate. And then I think a big one is the willingness to grow. And I'll put it in a different category because the willingness to grow for me is how we're going to learn how to deal with each other, how we're going to learn how to have a stable relationship and hopefully marriage. It's how we're going to learn how to childbear, how we're going to go about giving our children a better world. Well, not a better world, but making our children better so they can make the world better. Without the willingness to grow, you're not going to have any of that. So I value that a lot. And that one's a hard one because you don't really know if someone's willing to grow unless you start dating them. So I think for me, if I was as in a spot to date people, which I'm not, but if I was in a spot and starting to date people, the three main things would be sexual attraction, chemistry, compatibility. Then once we had that, we get into dating. That's when I'd want to see, okay, is this person able to grow from their experiences? And once I see that, and I know 95% that they are able to grow, and I'm able to grow, I want to see that in myself as well, then that's someone who I would potentially marry. And that's going to be one of the scariest, exciting times of my life. Because it sounds bad, but shackling yourself to one person. That's not to say it's a bad thing, because that means they're always going to be with you and you're always going to be with them. But they're going to also see the worst and most horrific things of yourself. And you're going to see the most horrid and horrific things of themselves. And it's your promise that you're not going to go run away screaming. I think Jordan Peterson said that, and I'd agree as well. So yeah, I wanted to talk about this video just as for those four aspects, and also think a little bit about my compatibility. I'm also kind of messy. Not like, I mean, I'm not that messy, but comparative to my mom, she's just likes everything nice and clean. So I don't want anyone to be a slog, right? I don't want tons of clothes on the ground everywhere. I don't want food lying around. We do our dishes, pretty regularly. That kind of thing. Cleanliness is big for me. But yeah. So the main I wanted to talk about my values and what I wanted to see in my relationships. So main things: authenticity, exploration, some kind of nature, willingness to grow, and then of course just like the ability to live with someone. I want to be. I don't want to be a pigsty. That's not how I live. Also, I don't want a clean freak either. Like, sorry. Like, there's we can have certain things clean, but it's like my room is my room. So, if we have I have one room where I can just kind of throw shit around, then good. There you go. But definitely on the side of cleanliness. But yeah, that's really all 15 minutes. I need to go to bed. Stop this crap. Anyways, it was great talking to you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.